We humans usually operate at a level of basic survival instinct such as food, shelter, sex, and security. But the moment you realize that existence isn't limited to survival, things really begin to shift. Every spontaneous event that occurs in our life carries something far more subtle, often obscure, something that binds us to a deeper cause for our soul's upliftment. Believe me, life begins to reorganize itself when you understand underlying depth and unseen purpose behind every incident, every happening, and every person that appears in your life. Every incident alters its meaning depending upon our reaction to it. I believe nothing is inherently positive or negative. It's just our outlook towards things that make them positive or negative. Nothing is changing from outside. Things are as it is, but it's our perception that puts them in the category of positive or negative, that shapes the light or shadow side of every experience. The same element can generate pleasure or can inflict misery. For example, the same fire is used for cooking food, isn't it? Yet, the same fire can scorch you or burn you, can turn things into ashes. Right? There is a saying, Yatha Drishti Tatha Srishti. You must have experienced this. When you hold grudges or negativity against someone, every action of that person appears negative even if they done nothing wrong. The same thing applies to life. I have noticed that everything unfolds as destined, but when things don't go according to our expectation, we immediately conclude my life is hell, nothing is good, blah blah. And it's very true, nothing changes if nothing changes. I see this quote as, until our perception changes, we see things as they are. But the moment our perception shifts, we view the very same thing with different angle, shaped by our experiences. When I was 16, one of my very trusted and close friend betrayed me. I cried a lot because it was my first encounter with this type of people. Today I don't cry over these small issues because now I understand why to trust and whom to trust. People still hurt, but I no longer entertain in such situations nor absorb them. चीजें तो वैसी की वैसी ही हैं. The only difference is our lens has changed with human encounters and inner transformation. When you comprehend the higher purpose of life, you can easily decode every happening. Just meditate for a moment and focus. What if that person or event have never entered your life? Would you still be the same individual today? I think it's a fallacy that God doesn't help us. He does by sending his messengers in the form of people, situations, even strangers who appears out of nowhere and trigger a realization within us that yeah, this person is wrong for you. It's a journey that nudges you towards your destined path. And this journey isn't easy. You have to cross terrains, plains, and mountains to reach your destination. And this is a journey of what? A journey to align with your true purpose. Earlier, I used to complain about what life has given me. Now, I don't, because it has given me experiences, peace, wisdom, and most importantly, a purpose to live my life by. And there was a time when I was deeply hurt, depressed, anxious. Now I realized that it wasn't me. It was the influence of outer world such as उसने ऐसा किया, ये सब ऐसा क्यों हो रहा है. I kept trying to fix the world outside me, the things outside. ये चीज मेरे अकॉर्डिंग हो, ये पर्सन मेरे अकॉर्डिंग बिहेव करे. But during this process, I completely forgot that I cannot change this huge world. It is unchangeable. What really changes with time is you. As long as you try to fix things outside, nothing can set you free. But when you reflect inward and change yourself, everything aligns itself. I realized that most of my suffering was inflicted, a consequence of counter-intuition, distorted patterns, unconscious mind, and inner chaos. Whenever life feels saturated or stuck, we think nothing is changing, but change is happening. Sometimes it just doesn't appear immediately. When you understand bigger purpose of life begins to feel like the journey of a river, from mountains to plains and finally merging into ocean. A river knows that she is destined to merge into ocean. To do that, she must pass through painful terrains, but the water finds its way somehow, and that's how our life is. It's a journey of our soul towards liberation. Everything reveals its purpose when time is right, not before that. When you stop handing the remote of your sanity to somebody else, you realize your purpose. Those thoughts, people, habits that once caged you start looking like a small circle, because now your life purpose feels much bigger. You know what's the problem with us? We often look at the life through confined and narrow lens, but in reality, life carries a profoundly vast purpose. And on the day you realize this, the things or people who drags you away from your life purpose will look like tiny circle, like small obstacles that you have to cross. We think that पैसे मिल जाए, जॉब मिल जाए and life set हो जाएगी, है ना? But that's not true, because our purpose that God has already planned is far more bigger, like a large circle we must fulfill in this lifetime. Without these obstacles, we cannot reach that destination. Whenever any event hits you, why things are happening this way, never mind. This is what is needed at this time, इसलिए ऐसा हो रहा है. God is always there for you.